Alrighty. Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Love Through a Prism. We are back, baby. Kit has realized that the feelings that he's been feeling for Lili are actually that of love. Lili has understandably so run away because she's like, I don't want to deal with all of this. Understanding her own feelings, understanding Kit's feelings, but being like, can't really follow through on it because he has a fiance. I don't want to do any of these things. And I feel kind of sad. This whole exploration happened after she had just had a really good meal after a really long time. So she came in from a sense of nostalgia and then stepped into a nightmare situation in and of itself. Speaking of nightmares, I kind of understand where Catherine is also coming from, okay? Like, yes, the stuff that she pulled was absolutely chaotic, but once again, I'm assuming that she's a teenager, so they're like all but also at the same time, this is her nightmare. The person who was her fiance since birth, who she was promised to, is now in love with someone else. She never thought that she had to show up a specific way. Like, yes, she is going to show up in her mannerisms in a specific way, like she has been taught all her life. But she never thought that she had to vie for her fiance's affections and attention. This is a whole new territory, and honestly, let me be absolutely real, if this was a comic book I was reading and we were reading it from Catherine's perspective, I would be pissed off with Lily. I would be like, she has some kind of an agenda here. At least my first impression of it all would be this, or that she's this weird jealous person who's trying to usurp Catherine and take over the affections of Kit and ensure that she one-ups Catherine, if you will. So I kind of get where Catherine is coming from. This is a nightmare scenario in her books. The thing is though, if you see the bigger picture, it is none of their faults. It is the fault of Kit's dad and it is the fault of Catherine's parents to have fixed a marriage before they were born, which is genuinely messed up. But once again, then it becomes a part of society's fault because that is how the society was back then. So this is a chaos situation, okay? And I don't know where we go from here. Let's find out. Oof. Okay. Two things. Right? One, I hope Lily doesn't get lost again, considering that she's extremely clumsy when it comes to scenarios like these and has a bad sense of direction. Two, we are getting free advertisement for Lily's work. I know that's not the intention. The only thing is, I don't know if Lily signed the painting or not, because then it's just advertisement for a painting that none of them know who painted it.
チャーチ家にふさわしい立派なレディーにならなきゃね。
ごきげんよう。なんて綺麗な人。
They were just kids and they were groomed into these roles and situations. I don't like it. Because if they were just introduced as friends, I'm pretty sure Kit would have been like, oh, you're my friend. Let's get along well. But like now, because there is this role that's been imposed upon both of them.
その人形のドレス、キャサリンが作ったの。
まあね、お裁縫の練習。でも下手っぴだよね。
綺麗だと思う。そのドレス。
Shut up, that was genuinely such a beautiful dress, okay? And the fact that she could have been a wonderful seamstress, but society's roles, yikes. And the fact that if she would have pursued it on her own, okay? First of all, she's a woman. She probably wouldn't be allowed to pursue it even if she wanted to. But if she would have been allowed to pursue it, it would have genuinely enjoyed being with her in a relationship. He enjoys an artist's point of view. We have seen that time and time again. And I'm not, there is the aspect of a relationship, but the fact that Catherine could have found something which she would have absolutely enjoyed and loved, and her life wouldn't have revolved around Kit. No, stop it. Oh.
確かに下手だけどね。
キッドの意地悪。キッド、待って。
No, stop it. Because she's always chasing him and asking him to wait for her. But he never is. This is a heavy episode, man.
私とキッドの関係って。婚約者。私が憧れたのは、チャーチ家に受け継がれる銀紙のドレス。
It also makes sense, okay? The fact that she's enamored by the dress is because she wants to be someone who could make a dress like that, is what I am assuming. I might be 100% wrong. But I was also correct in my thought that, she loves the dress so much more than she loves Kit. And now we know why. And stop it.
私も。
For the sake of this episode, let us just assume the fact that Stop It is my go-to reaction, because I was honestly like, that was exactly how Kit and Lily were dancing the other day. And then their faces morphed into Kit and Lily's. No wonder the dad was smiling so nostalgically. He was like, I see it, I see it. If you see it, do something about it. Let the poor lady live her life. But you know what? Even if Kit's dad breaks that relationship, it is going to reflect negatively on Catherine. Because according to the society and the world, Catherine couldn't do enough to keep her fiancé focused on only her. She couldn't captivate his attention enough. She couldn't do enough. She was not enough. And yikes. Don't we hate that about society? It's a lose-lose situation is the issue. No one's the winner here.
でも確かに。いや、キッドよ。私のことなんて何とも思ってないわ。空耳に決まってる。
Darling, that was the worst objection you could have come up with. That he does not care about you. He gave you his mom's dress. Just saying, okay. He very subtly told you which utensils to eat with during that dinner. Girl.
俺、何をしているんだろうな。好きなことを好きなだけ学ぶためにセントトーマスに来た。絵を描くのが好きだった。
You know what I love? St. Thomas is quite literally a place filled with freedom and joy for everyone who attends that space. It is a space like that for Kit, for Lily who's running away from a married lifestyle. Like she doesn't want to get married. That is not a lifestyle she wants to achieve, and that's what she's running away from. For Peter, it is a space of freedom. For Dorothy and the other people who are quote-unquote commoners, it is a space where they get to freely learn without being restricted by society. In a space where the standards are equivalent to the standards that the nobility are taught under. So Kit's dad quite literally created such a beautiful space, and it shows. Like, he's not evil, it's just society. Every single person, I get where they're all coming from. Sucks though. I wonder if Peter is like, I don't even know what I'm doing here, because he's like, even though he came in here to feel that freedom and the joy of following his own passions and doing something that he loves, I wonder if somewhere deep down a space like this did end up leading to him feeling inadequate in terms of the nobility and envious of the nobility. I am guessing, okay, just from that conversation that they had in the bar.
描くたびに自分が嫌になってくる。帰る。
Oh, that sucks. My poor boy is going through it. I don't like it. I hope Lily does end up taking him somewhere so that they feel inspired or something like that. It would be fun. Or even if he's just surrounded by his friends and a community where they're not pitying him, but they are like, let's just spend time. No expectations. I think that would help a lot.
おかえり、リリ。遅かったじゃないか。なんだかすごいお客さんが来てるよ。
Merlin about that jump scared me. Yikes. Also, I don't know why I immediately thought of Oran High School Host Club when everyone comes over to meet Haruhi's family. Genuinely felt like that, no? Pretty sure she's in the room like, oh, I wonder what does her world look like? How does she spend her time? And then she sees all the drawings and everything written down, like her room strewn with her efforts of everything that she's been doing so far. And she gets inspired. Let's go, Catherine.
こんな狭くてどぶ臭い屋根裏で何分待たせるのよ。どぶ臭いテレビ油の匂いです。失礼な。そもそも私、キャサリンさんと約束した覚えないですし。
Yes, fight back. Have a conversation without anyone trying to hold you back. Go for it. You're in her space, her roof, her rules. I don't even know. It's not even her roof, okay? She's staying there. But hey, the sentiment still exists.
俺はあんな侮辱は初めて受けたわ。その件につきましては、私が
Just climb on top of her and kiss her at this point, okay? Anyways, I've dedicated this month to Yuri, apparently. Just climb on top of her and kiss her.
私意地悪されてたんですか？なんて白々しいの！そうでなければ、あなたなんかに肖像画を頼むわけないでしょ？
Oh no, that must have broken Lily's heart. Not the bullying part of it, okay, but probably the fact that Catherine just went, why would I have my portrait painted by the likes of you? Oh, she was genuinely so happy. She was literally telling Shin just a few hours ago that she was so happy that her talent was recognized. Ay. I do not like it. I mean, hey, it's even, I guess, at this point, they both broke each other's heart. Now kiss fall in love. Don't even ask me why. Don't even ask me why, okay? Just assume that 90% of the time I want everyone to fall in love.
お裁縫も、嫌いだった先生の授業も、全部、そのためだけで生きてきたの。シルバーリリーはあなたを選んだの
Oh, that hurts me. That hurts me so much. And the fact that Lily ran away from a quote unquote dress from back home because she was like, I do not want to wear that kimono and everything it signifies. Oh, the parallels. Like, she ran away from a dress that was supposed to be hers to a dress that wasn't.
あなた、キッドをどう思っているのこれまで財産目当てで彼に近づく女は5万といた。もしあなたもそうだとしたら許さないから。
This baby girl is literally like, I will protect Kit. Even if he was supposed to be my fiance, even if he was supposed to love me, he is still the first person who told me that the dress I sewed was a pretty dress. Sloppy, yes, but it was a pretty dress. I will protect him. Don't be after his money. If you are after his money, I will fight you. And I know she's probably like, you can be a mistress if you want to. Kind of a scenario, I'm guessing. Still sucks, man. It sucks for everyone in this situation to be put in this situation.
多分、憧れてるんです。彼の絵に。次はどんな絵を描くんだろう。どんな色を使うんだろうって。絵以外はめちゃくちゃですよね。ほんと、いつも振り回されっぱなしで大変です。でも、なぜか放っておけないんですよね。でも変な意味じゃないですよ。目を離すとすぐ問題を起こすので仕方なくです。
Listen, I live for this contradiction, okay? This is giving me, I know this is such a weird ass comparison, but Drary has been supporting my entire life for the past 2 years through all the chaos I've been going through. But it gives me Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter vibes, okay? Fanon, not canon. Everything that I've read in Fanon so far, I haven't even read the books if I'm being completely honest. I've seen the movies a long time ago, but that was about it. But if you go into the depths of fan fiction, okay, every single time we see Harry going, oh, I can't take my eyes off of Draco because he is sure to be causing trouble somewhere. That is the exact vibe I got just now and I am here for it. What proper enemies to lovers.
あと、口悪すぎなんですよね。あれ、本人に全く悪意がないところが問題で。あなた、キッドが好きなのね。なんでそうなった
Girl, you were literally rambling on and on about Kit. She just asked you how you feel about him. And you went on a whole discovery session right in front of her, okay? Of course. That's the conclusion she's going to reach to, even if you haven't reached to it yourself.
リリー、あんたずいぶんお金持ちの友達がいるんだね。
Yeah, you better give me good food to eat from now onwards. None of that fish nonsense.
肖像が、やっぱり描いてもらうことにしたわ。え？あんな下手くそな絵でも、少しだけ愛着が湧いてきたからね。本当ですか
She's like, do you mean it? Are you sure? I know you just said that you were doing it to bully me, but are you sure you love it? Are you sure? Are you genuinely sure you love it? Or you're like even the tiniest bit fond of it? Are you sure? That's my talent you're talking about. Are you sure? Tell me more. Tell me every single thing you like about this painting. Go in as much detail as you potentially can about every single thing you like about this painting. And I will love you and cherish you forever. Listen, that's every artist ever, okay? Do you know how many times I've annoyed my brother while I'm writing something to read everything that I've written and tell me what he enjoys about it? And then when he's like, oh yeah, that was nice, I'm like, no, that's not it. You need to go in depth. Give me a full analysis and review about everything that you enjoyed about this. That's half of the reason why I'm doing stuff. I am doing this reaction thing is because I love critiquing and I love talking about the things that I enjoy and I love and I want to share it with others. But like, that's how you tell an artist, that's how you tell a creator that you are loving what they are creating. Oh, I love that. She just jumped into the car. She was like, tell me everything. Are you sure you want to leave tonight? Like, you can stay here. I will get rid of the dead mouse. You can stay here, eat the weird ass fish dish that my matron makes, and we can talk all night about what you enjoy about my painting.
本邸のアストリアハウスに来てちょうだい。
I think you're absolutely adorable and I think it doesn't deserve you. I do. So let's go meet my parents. You're meeting me at the Astoria residence. Let's go. Kid took you to Durham Hall, whatever. I'ma take you to my home in the countryside. Of course, all expenses paid. You don't have to worry about it. I'm not like Kid that you have to pay for your own tickets. I'll make it happen for you, darling. Just you wait. Just you wait. What's your name, man? Catherine Astor. I do hope that Peter hasn't left for home, like back to India, when he was like, oh, time to go home, I guess. I genuinely hope it's not go home, but more like go back to my dorm. But I have a feeling he might just leave. I don't want him to. It's not even like all of these people are rich enough, okay, that they will be able to go and get him back. Kit is the only one who could potentially do that. I mean, I don't think Peter would like be extremely impulsive about it, but I know how burnout can be. It's very chaotic to be in a position where something that brought you immense joy and made you feel like, you know what, even if everything crashes and burns, I know that this one thing can pull me through anything. And then when you start to despise and almost hate the very thing that brought you so much joy and love and freedom, and it makes you feel suffocated, you would do anything to run away from it. So I get it. I don't think he would just jump the ship, quite literally jump into the ship and go back home, but hey, I don't know. I hope he doesn't though. I hope that he gets the support he needs. I hope he talks to the professors at least or something like that. It would be nice for them to explore that in this world.
今回の高評会、シンが1位を取ったんだよ。あ、本当にアジア出身者で初の快挙だって。すごい。きっと。
Really subtle, Lili. Really, really subtle. Not your eyes tracking his every single moment. Oh, perfection. I'm surprised she's not bright red, okay?
今日は珍しく一人なのね。
Listen, I genuinely love Kit and Lily's relationship, okay? I do. I am here for it, 100% sat for it. All of that jazz. Did Peter really leave though? I was hoping that I was just spiraling, with the barest crumb of information. I do think he's left though. Oof. Also, him not reacting at all after seeing Lily. He's like, subtlety. Subtlety is key here. See what I'm doing, Lily? Do the exact same thing. Copy me, like we did back during that dinner. Do you remember that dinner? I can feed you a lot of food. I heard Catherine's trying to propose to you. Get her to meet her family. But remember, I did that first. You're mine, not Catherine's. Yay, he's there. I was spiraling. Haha. Did they fight though? They usually do come together, so did they fight? Whatever, man. I'm just glad he's here and he's not gone back home.
聞かれちまったか、好きだって。ま、そういうこと。
ない
ユリのドレスを着たくらいで、その気になって勘違いしてるんじゃない？
ありえる。
なんか不思議だったな。新しいんだけど、アルカイックでもある。
Oh my god, that's absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of this one piece I saw in a museum in Hyderabad where it's of a woman coming out of a lake and she's covered by a cloth and the cloth is really wet so you can see her body, and I remember seeing it back when I was in like 4th or 5th grade and I still remember that. It was genuinely so pretty. It was at the Salarjung Museum. It was genuinely so beautiful. Still a part of a core memory for me going to that museum, and maybe I should go to the museum again. It's been a while. But yeah, fun times.
手応え感じてるって言ってたよね。本当によかった。
いや、まだまだだ。
本当すごいな。転入して日が浅いのに、もうギャラリーに作品が飾られるなんてさ。
How do I say this, okay? I love that Peter is talking right now, but I do not like how it is becoming something about him. Also, the way Kit is super disinterested is just like taking me to the other side of it all. Like just be happy for your friend here right now. He's done a pretty great job at what he's done. Like, be excited about it. Let him be the guest of honor and moment of honor. Let him be the focus right now, is what I am saying. You can have this conversation tomorrow morning.
後から来たものに先を越されて、悔しさはないのか？
何それ？俺はただ仲間が。
ちょっとどうしたのよ、ピーター。らしくないわよ。
絵を描くたびに、正面から突きつけられる。
Seriously, boo, such a weird approach right now. I genuinely get where you're coming from, okay? But this is a conversation for another day. Come on.
俺は凡人だって。きっととは違う。
愚痴ってる暇あったら他にやることあるんじゃない？人の絵をどうこう言う前に、そもそも自分が描きたい絵を描けるかどうかだと思うけどね。
It might sound rude, but that is exactly what Peter needed to hear, okay? Like, yes, vent, absolutely get your frustrations out. I am absolutely here for it. But do it in a safe space, do it with people. And I'm not saying that these are not his people, okay? But you need to pick the situation. You need to be like, hey, so just as an FYI, I need to vent. Do you have the emotional space for it and the capability for it? Can I do this right now? Is this a good time to do it? Or should I wait? We can do this at another time. Absolutely okay if you say no. And then when someone does say yes, that's when you vent. Get those frustrations out. And once you're done with it all, that's when you start repairing and reworking everything. Peter is coming in super hot with the sense that, oh, you know what, not everyone's born with your talent, and how does it feel to fall behind a newcomer, and this and that and this and that. And fair of him, I'm not saying he's wrong, okay, fair of him. But the fact is, Kit has been painting since he was a young boy. He had a motive of bringing the outside world to his mom who was stuck inside. That motive eventually transformed into leaving behind a fingerprint. He knows what he's painting for. And while he's sounding extremely rude, what he's saying is real. You need to figure out what you are painting for. What do you want from your painting? What's the intention behind it? And that is the best advice he could give him.
英国有数の名家に生まれ、天賦の才にも恵まれ、クリストファー・チャーチ教には到底わからない悩みなんだろうけどな。それで、イメージを具現化できなくて悩んでるって話なら、単なる技術不足の言い訳にしか聞こえないけど。
I was with Peter when he broached the subject previously. Right now, it does sound like what Kit is saying, which is like making excuses for your lack of technique. Could be put a bit more gently is what I'm saying, okay? But everyone knows that Kit speaks his mind. That is the first thing, or rather the second thing we learn about Kit, is that he will say whatever comes in his mind. He called Lili a horse, and we didn't even know how pretty Aphrodite looked back then. So he still worked hard to get where he is, man. It's not like just because he's privileged doesn't mean that he hasn't worked hard. There's a reason why people like his work. There's a reason why Lili liked his work. You all liked his work long before you figured out that he's Lord Christopher Church and all of that jazz. So hey, I get where you're coming from, Peter, my boy. I do. Gotta take it down a few notches nonetheless though.
下手だから、上手くなるためにここで学んでるんじゃないのかよ。俺たちみんな、評価を得るためだけに絵を描くんだったら、さっさとやめちまえ！
What? I thought that was a pretty good thing for Lili to hear. Why did you slap him? He didn't say anything wrong. I mean, I know your whole situation right now kind of boils down to you have to be number one or you're going to be sent back home. I get it, okay. But physically assaulting him was so out of hand. I was like, why is this happening? Come on, baby girl. Why did you slap him? That was so weird. I know it personally connects to your situation, okay? I do. I didn't like it. That was so rude. Why did you slap him? Physically assaulting anyone for whatever joy and reason is never a good idea, okay? There is never good enough reason to do something like this.
勝手に振り回して、傷つけて、それがわからないの。もがいて、苦しんで、それを繰り返して、みんなあなたのようにできるわけじゃないんだよ。人の気持ちを分かろうとしない愚か者に、人と一緒にいる資格なんてない。
Girl, he's still trying his best to be where he is. Even if it is natural talent, he's worked hard for it. If the same exact thing that Kit had said to you all was said by a professor, you would have been like, no, I hate that professor. And then internally you would have been like, no, you know what? Eventually you would have reached the conclusion that, no, you know what he said was right. It's literally... What? It's not that he doesn't work hard. Yes, okay, I absolutely get the fact that he is privileged enough that even if he doesn't succeed with painting and with art as a profession, he does not have to worry about money. I get that. And all of these people do. If they fail here, they have to go back to a life that does not suit them. I am not brushing that part aside. I am focusing on the fact that they are all getting frustrated with what Kit is saying, whereas what Kit is saying is right. I am not talking about all of that jazz. It's not like he is going to be like, you know what, okay, you know what, never mind. Apparently you guys are struggling hard enough. Guess what? I should just stop working hard. I should just become extremely sloppy so that you guys can win in life. That's messed up. I don't like it. I don't like it.
自分の絵を上手いなんて思ったことない。だから、いつも必死で描いてるんだ。
Well, there you go. Guess that broke my heart right into two. I feel for him. You know why? As a writer, when I sometimes get into writing, okay, And I'm pretty sure a lot of fanfiction writers or writers in general might resonate with what I'm about to say. It is a fact that when we are reading our own work, it oscillates between I am the best, I am the god of writing, if you will. No one has written better than me, to what utter garbage is this? Why did I even bother picking up a pen? Why did I even bother writing this thing down? We all have these visions of, oh, if this happens and then this happens and then it will lead to this. And we have this beautiful vision, and translating that onto paper is a huge burden. And a lot of people are like, just write it, man. And when we do write it, we sit there and we are like, shit, that sucks. Quite literally, I recently wrote down a fan fiction. It has about 3,000 reads on it. And there are times when I go back and read it, I'm like, oh, that was really clever. And then there are times when I read it and I'm like, this is the worst piece of fiction I have ever written. Why did I even bother writing this? What is this sentence formation? Where was I trying to go with this? Like, everyone has that imposter syndrome of, oh, this sucks. Why am I even bothering with this stuff? And a lot of people assume that some of the best writers and creators out there don't experience this, but they do. And it was a fun reality check for everyone, I guess, in that room, to realize that kid feels like he is inadequate with his work. That's the thing. Like, why did you? And I hate that this was a event to celebrate Shin's success, and then the event literally crumbled apart. He was no longer the focus of the event. Like, literally 5 minutes ago, I was like, oh, I like the direction we are all going in. Feels like this is going to be a happy ending and all of that jazz. Nope, this is going to break my heart.
その夜以降、キッドは学院に来なくなった。
No. I thought that was where my heartbreak would happen, and it did. And then it broke further. There you go. Be first rankers, I guess. Life must be all fun and dandy for you guys now, wouldn't it? Be happy. Why are you worried? Oh, I am frustrated and pissed off on kids' behalf. Come on, this poor dude is going through it. If he stops painting and creating art, no one would be more frustrated than I am with this show. Not with the show, but with the people in the show. Not even with the people in this show. I would genuinely just be frustrated, okay, about how the whole thing unraveled. And I'm not talking about the direction that the writers took this in and all of that jazz. It's just a realistic exploration and experience. So I get it. I'd be frustrated with the realistic unraveling of this situation. With that being said, if you're enjoying my content as much as I enjoyed Shin's sculpture, feel free to check out my Patreon, where you get early access to as well as extended cuts to the content that I put out here on YouTube. Plus, you get to cheer me on so that I can keep creating fun content for you guys to enjoy. With that being said, let's move on to the next episode. Don't know where we are going from here, but let's see.
別にリリのせいってわけじゃないんだから。
Listen, it kind of is, okay? Just listen, it kind of is. Not the whole thing, but at least the end, kind of her fault, yeah.
侍同士ならいろいろ分かり合えることもあるでしょ？
俺たち、侍じゃないけどね。
自分のことを言われてるみたいで、だからって手を挙げるなんて、最低だ。
よければリリもどう？他に予定がなければ。あ、そうだ。スケッチブックも忘れずに。
Yeah, okay, whatever. I thought he was going to take her home so that she could eat some homemade food and that might cheer her up. Listen, okay, I'm just pissed off on Kid's behalf. That's it. I know this is like an impromptu date and pretty much what Kid did with Lili earlier on in the show, and something similar we are probably seeing right now. All of that jazz, yes, hurrah, la. I'm pissed off on Kid's behalf. Should I do this reaction at another time, when I'm not so judgmental about everything and everyone? Nah, you guys should suffer me at my worst. I will probably reflect on this and give you a much better exploration after I've emotionally regulated the hell out of myself. And you'll see that in next week's intro. This time around though, you have to suffer with me just as I'm suffering with me.
ライオンライオン！
近くで見ると怖いけど、少し離れると大きな猫みたいだね。
You know, that is so hilarious because it is one of my biggest fears that if you were to ever leave me in a jungle or a forest, okay, and I see animals, there is a 99% chance that I'm going to go up to pet them and end up dying. Have you guys seen Ghosts? There is a character called as Flower who was killed because she decided to go hug a bear. That's literally me. That was the most realistic character death that I was like, you know what? I relate to that. That could happen to me. I would genuinely go up to a bear and go, oh lolo, come here, you coochie poochie, and then get mauled to death. Worth it would have been, but still.
集中しすぎて息するの忘れてた。早く描けるようになりたいな。そうすればもっとたくさん動物をスケッチできたのに。
You could always come back later and use that technique that you showed Kit.
ごめんね。真のお祝いだったのに変な空気にしちゃって。最近いろいろあって余裕なくてついカーッとなっちゃって。
This is what I mean by having a safe space to vent to and talk to and get it out of your system. No one is getting frustrated. This is what I wanted Peter to do. But no. You know what, Peter? You are my baby boy. I was cheering on for you.
でも、あの日のキッドは、悪態をつきたかったわけじゃなくて、伝えたかったんだと思う。
See, he gets it, okay? Should I just ship? I think I should just ship Shin and Kit and Lili and Catherine. All four of them. Polyamorous. Let's go. I see it. If you don't see it, that's your fault. That's your problem. That's a you issue, not a me issue. I am happy here.
他人の評価を得るためなんかに、自分の好きなことを犠牲にするな。きっとは、そんな渦中にいる俺たちを見て、伝えずにはいられなかったんじゃないかな。もっと、自分らしくあれってさ。
I guess that's why he was so unbothered by the celebration also. He was like, it's fine. I know he's awesome. Are we celebrating his art or are we celebrating the achievement he's gotten just now? Still should have been there fully cheering him on, asking him questions like the others were doing.
まだ誰にも言ってなかったんだけどさ、卒業したらイタリアに行こうと思ってる。
Why Italy? Because Kit told me that the original sculpture that he showed me recently that was really inspiring and made me all excited and gooey in the heart. The original sculpture is there in Italy. So I'm going to Italy. Bye. I'ma take Kit with me as well. Just so you know, just as an FYI that might happen. So like, I know you might potentially like him, but I'ma take him. He's mine now. Why not?
少し前に、キッドと大英博物館でミケランジェロを見た。たった一度の人生だ。後悔はしたくない。
The day I learned that lesson, my life changed, okay? You only live once. I don't want to live with regrets. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do right now. I don't want to be on my deathbed being like, wish when I was 20 years old, I would have started a YouTube channel and reacted to shows like I've been wanting to do for ages. I would have done it. I did it. Literally, one of the best lessons in life you can learn is you only live once, don't live a life filled with regrets. Obviously, don't hurt others and don't hurt yourself while you're going about whatever you're going about. But yeah, you get what I mean.
そうだ。
You wanna come along? I could take you away from your family. Let's do it.
桜に晩ご飯誘えって言われてるんだった。ちなみに今日は鍋焼きうどん。
鍋焼きうどんですって。レベッカさん。
Listen, okay, let her eat her noodles. Let her eat her noodles before you whisk her away. Maybe Catherine can have a bite too, is all I'm saying, okay? Like, let's do it. Let Catherine experience something else outside of the strict cage that she's been living inside.
ダメですよ。私、鍋焼きうどんが待ってる。私の話聞いてますか？
聞く必要がありますか？
Yes, you do. If nothing else, this whole experience is going to teach her how to set better boundaries, okay? I am painting you, but you're not doing a favor to me. You're paying me for it. It is a service. You're paying me for it. I'm doing this for you. You're not just throwing money at me. My time is not yours. The second she becomes extremely famous, okay, which she will obviously. People are going to wait around for her time. Except for Catherine, who's still going to boss her around. Why? Because she was her first patron. That's either food or it is sewing materials that Lili has gotten to give to Catherine. Why? Because she's like, my baby girl deserves the things she needs to fulfill her passions.
すごい。
I know castle, fortress, all of that jazz, but it looks like a prison. Doesn't it? Am I wrong in thinking that? Did any of you also think the exact same thing when you saw that house? Like the outside world looks so pretty and just the way the house is structured made me go, a prison.
突然呼び出したのはそっちですけれども。だからえ？だから何？なんでもありません。
Girl literally went, yeah, and? You're still late? What happened to our date? I know you have limited time. I can't waste that while waiting for you and thinking about you and how pretty you looked while wearing the Lily dress. You've inspired me, Lily. You are my inspiration. You're my muse. Ta ta ta. I'm going off. I'm going off course. Let's focus.
やっぱり綺麗だな、キャサリンさん。
それに、他人行儀な言葉遣いはやめていただけない？
She finally said that out loud. So far, she's been thinking about it. She was like, Lady Catherine is really so beautiful. My Yuri heart. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Also, if she stops being formal, you are going to be in for a treat, okay? She's extremely chaotic. You don't want that to happen. Lest someone misunderstands and executes her for being so informal with you. I wonder if that was Richard. Could be. Come to apologies or blah blah blah. Or maybe it's the father being like, hey, so you're breaking the engagement. My boy is sad. He broke up with his girlfriend. Can't have that. So we're going to break this engagement as well. So he's sadder. Maybe that's Richard for sure. He's like, I wanna see him suffer. I know he's not like that, okay? Listen, I know. Just for the sake of comedy, let's go ahead and think that's how it's going to be.
あなた、いつも同じ服ね。
That's because she's relatively poor and she's been spending all the money that she's been getting to survive in London. So if you wanted to take her out on like a shopping date and all of that jazz, you could do it if you wanted to, is all I'm saying.
リリー、いらっしゃい。
From here to here, everything and anything you want is yours. Take it. I don't wear the same outfit twice. Take everything you want. Take my heart too. And I can't help falling in love with you.
これ全部あげるわ。
キャサリン、本当にお洋服が好きなんだね。どうしたの？
You're the second person who commented on the fact that I'm really good with fashion, and you weren't even rude about it like it was. He was my fiance. Should we just get married right away? Let's get married right away. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure we can open up the chapel that we obviously have in this big ass house, and the ground somewhere in here we can find a chapel. Rebecca can officiate. Let's do it. Let's get married right now.
私の人生を私が決めちゃいけないの？しかも婚約者がよりにもよってあのキッドよ！あの牧年人はね、私のことなんて全く興味がないの！
いえ、そんなこと
そんなことあるのよ！
Deserved and perfect crash out is all I'm gonna say, okay? That was chef's kiss. Yes, get what you want, darling. Which is Lily, obviously, let's be honest. No, I love the fact that she is finally getting the opportunity to find out what she wants for herself. Let's go. I love that for us. I love that for her. She deserves it. She deserves the opportunity to explore what she loves.
それを気づかせてくれたのは、リリ、あなたよ。私は大好き。
キャサリン、これが着物。友禅っていうのよ。
なんて美しいの。
絵画のような色鮮やかで美しい模様が特徴。
So they're swapping dresses from each other's cultures. The vision is there. If you guys don't see it, it's literally at this point, you're blind if you don't see it, okay? Is all I am saying.
どうしてもキャサリンの美しさを表現できなくて悩んでた。だから随分と時間がかかっちゃった。でも、今なら描ける気がする。キャサリンのドレスへの思いと、私のすべてを筆に乗せて、最高の一枚に仕上げてみせる。
やっぱりあの絵、描き直してちょうだい。
So you can paint me in a kimono, baby girl. I'll forever remember you by. This is going to be the culmination of her love, the representation of her love. Listen, okay. If she says yes to being painted in the kimono, that's her quite literally giving up the idea of the silver lily dress and taking up the idea of the kimono. And you know what? I am not pushing her to be romantic with Lily. I mean, I kind of am. But like, it's not that, hey, jump ship. Your worth always boils down to who you are next to. That is not my intention, okay? But if she does end up switching dresses so that she's painted in the kimono, we know who she truly loves. Oh, Lily. I didn't need the Lily dress because I already had you.
この着物姿を描いてほしいの。私の初めての友達の。 らい、受けてくれる？
リチャード様がお見えです。
He called it, okay, that bitch. Never happy for his brother. He's probably here like, okay, you know what? I'm maybe painting him as a villain. I get it. I'm genuinely painting him as a villain. He doesn't deserve to be painted as a villain. I'm pretty sure he's like, we can't find Kit anywhere. Can you help look? And oh, Lily is here. And I'm pretty sure if nothing else, if it isn't even this exact scenario, I'm pretty sure Catherine is going to be like, hey, so Lily's gonna be here as well. She sees love. I don't mind. I've broken up the engagement. Either he gets Lily or I get Lily. If he gives up Lily, I'll take Lily. That's just as an FYI.
ワイルドのドリアン・グレイの肖像。
Dorian Gray? Literally? No, I haven't read that book. I have heard a lot about that book. And how that is a book that was, well... So, hey. But I love Catherine being like, can we just cut the pretense and the small talk and all of that jazz? What do you need? Tell me.
キャサリン。今週末、
He's going to be like, you should get married. Pretty sure he's like, get married. Say no. Say no. Say I've broken up the engagement. Bye bye. Say it. Say it.
君とクリストファーの結婚式を執り行いたい。
And that's episodes 9 and 10, I guess this is. Crazy. Figured Richard is being a bitch. I shouldn't say it, okay, but he is. I get where he's coming from, but he's being such a bitch and I do not care for it. Say no, Catherine. Say no. You finally found the love of your life. Fashion. Accept it and embrace it. I'm supporting you. I'm cheering you on. I love that she kept Lily hidden in the corner, okay, so that Lily could hear too. That was wonderful. So I wonder in the next episode if we are going to get Catherine saying yes now to say no at the altar, or if with Lily showing up being like, yes, I object, or is it going to be a direct no right away? We don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. See, I can keep chattering on, okay, and I've literally pressed Yuri agenda a lot. So I'm gonna put a pause in it and a pin in it. So let me know down in the comments what you thought about these two episodes, my reaction and theories, and I'll see you next time. Until then, like, share, subscribe. Bye bye. Take care. Toodaloo.